Hello and welcome, I'm Stormo, and I was going to make like a big sort of Game of the Year video and do like a countdown and all this kind of crazy stuff, and then I realised that all it was just an excuse to talk about The Witcher 3, which is absolutely, unquestioningly, Game of the Year. This is very early in the game, because I started New Game Plus, but yeah, so we can talk to people, we can threaten to punch people, which is not what I wanted to do. But yeah, basically, this is easily Game of the Year, and it's impossible for me to even think of anything that comes close to this year.
Geralt of Rivia.
I'll let this cutscene play out, and then I'll get back to talking about it.
I'm looking for a woman. Long hair, dressed in black and white. Seen anyone like that?
Of course not. Unlike the populace, I know the horsewoman of war is pure poppycock.
Horsewoman of war? What's that about?
Folk say an omen. A beautiful phantom rides the fields at night, looks as you described her. Armies follow her, and all who cross her path meet with misfortune.
I can vouch for the last bit. Know where they saw her?
No, facts interest me, not fairy tales.
Not a place I'd ever expect to find a scholar. Take it you're fleeing the war?
Quite the opposite. Chasing it. I'm headed for the front.
Tired of life?
I seek knowledge, which I value more than life itself. I've a thirst no dusty old tomes can quench. I wish to see the Nilfgaardian invasion with my own eyes, understand it, and record it all in my chronicle, my magnum opus.
Interesting. We need somebody to describe war, what it's really like. Not colorful banners and generals making moving speeches, but rape, violence, and thoughtless cruelty.
Ah, I see you lack the polish of the Academy. Rape and cruelty are details of no import to the war's course. Trinkets on the garment of conflict, one might say.
Tell that to the people whose houses burned down. Gotta go. So long.
A moment, Witcher. You strike me as a man of the world.
Oh boy.
Are you familiar with...
Oh yeah, so,
No, I don't have time to learn.
But the rules are quite simple. Come, let's
oh
play.
gods, we're going to actually learn Gwent. Let's not do that.
No, they
Okay,
just
so
got some
that's
other
another
things on
reason this is
my
Game of the
mind.
Year, but we'll get to that.
I'd ask the locals.
Yeah, I
but
just
they
wanted
can't
to talk
count
about The
10.
Witcher
The
3
rules
again.
are a complete
I did a video on it earlier in the year when it came out, and
well,
said a
I'm
lot
here
of
to
things,
change
but
your
the more I play of this game, the better it gets, honestly. And like I said, I was going to do like a fancy top 5 video. Let's head outside, actually. We'll just have a wander around. Oh, or we'll walk straight into another cutscene. That was unexpected. There's a lot of so good cutscenes. I'm just going to talk over this. If you haven't played, this is a very sad game. If you haven't seen this, then go buy this game. It's so good. These people are about to die, or I could do this.
Haven't done anything to you, so just calm down.
So, but
You've done nothing.
like I said, I could have done this list, but it just... Oh, okay. Well, that happened. These guys are quite low level compared to me. Okay, so, this happens in this game a lot too.
Speeding you.
Oh, my horse is all upset. What about this guy? I can't attack that target. Oh. Oh, because he's the guy we... Yeah, okay, I remember now. Anyway, I was just going to walk around and talk about stuff. So, The Witcher 3 is my Game of the Year. And, like I said, I could have made a top 5 list. If I had made a top 5 list, it probably would have included, let's say, Assault Android Cactus, which is a twin-stick shooter by Witchbeam Software here in Australia. It's a really, really, really good twin-stick shooter. If you want some fun action, go check that out. It probably would have included City Skylines, which I had a lot of fun with. The city building game that is everything SimCity 2013 should have been. It probably would have included maybe, let's say, Project Cars, I'd imagine. I had a lot of fun with Project Cars. I think it's a really interesting new racing game that's adding a lot to the world of racing. Oh wow, I've never noticed this before. Has this always been here and I've just never seen it? Huh. We're a long way from where we're supposed to be doing this quest, but I just wanted to wander around while I talked. Yeah, so Project Cars would have been on the list. Bloodborne would definitely have been on the list, and Bloodborne actually is probably the main reason I wanted to do a list was because I wanted to talk about both Witcher 3 and Bloodborne, although it occurs to me that I like both games for very similar reasons. I'll get to that in a second. The other game I think I'd probably have on the list is... I kind of want to say probably Fallout 4, but maybe not. Yeah. Oh, Metal Gear Solid 5 would be, probably, because I had a lot of fun with that. Although that was a really good game. We should be riding our horse, but we're not. Oh, we found an abandoned village. Oh, cool. Also, the frame rate in this game is doing something really odd, which does occasionally in this game. Oh, this is... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I remember this part. Yeah, we have to come back here later as we do this. Speaking of The Witcher 3, though, but yeah, okay. So yeah, I actually written a script and I had that all planned out, and then I realised it was just an excuse to talk about The Witcher 3, and that's all I really want to do if I want to nominate Game of the Year, because there's no contest. There really isn't. Like, Bloodborne is really good, and I love the crap out of that game. Whoa, that's not something we want to deal with. Are we gonna have to deal? Is it coming after us? Nope. Bloodborne is really good. I love the crap out of that game, and like I said, I love it for a lot of the same reason I like The Witcher 3. Both games have these incredibly detailed and vibrant and well-realized settings, and I've talked about this, I think, a little bit in the videos I've made over the past year. That, for me, a game will grab me because of its setting, because of the world it puts me in, which is why I love these sort of expansive open world games. Why I love games like Skyrim. It's why I like the Grand Theft Auto games. I like the Fallout games. Actually, it's, you know, I played Fallout 4, which for all its flaws did sort of drag me in a fair bit. And I like The Witcher 3, and I like it for that exact same reason. But what those other games don't have, and I like Bloodborne too, even though it's not really an open world game, but any game that has a really well realized setting, I think, is going to be one that's going to draw me in to some extent. I've even been playing the Halo series, and I felt that those really drew me in into their world. The Mass Effect games are another example. Actually, they drew me in as well. But The Witcher 3 succeeds where a lot of those games fail, by making that world interesting and filled with things to do. And I know I'm just running around not doing anything at the moment, but we could. I want to do it because otherwise I'm just going to keep getting distracted. I don't want to make this video super long. So I'm just wandering around. I should have gone on Roach, and we should have walked everywhere. Let's have to go back this way. Well, we'll go back this way anyway. So yeah, but the Witcher 3 doesn't just give you a vast, expansive world to sort of lose yourself in. It gives you actual things to do in that world, and lots of things to do in that world, in a way that those other games don't. It's not like an MMO where you're walking along and it's like a quest that gives you, 20 bear asses or whatever like that. It's... Every quest in this game feels meaningful, or feels like it's going to lead to something else. It takes you somewhere. It's important. Where'd Roach go? Oh, that's right. I forget you can actually, call him, can't you? I haven't played this game in a very short while. Actually, I haven't played this game since I beat Blood and Wine. Not Blood and Wine, Heart of Stone. Blood and Wine's the other expansion that isn't out yet. Anyway, let's get on Roach and go for a ride. If we can. Can't Roach. This way. There we go. Okay. And this is one of the best parts of the game too, the horse riding. I've not played a video game since The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time with horse riding as good as The Witcher 3. In fact, this is the best horse riding in a video game. Let's not even argue the point. The way the horse can snap to these paths like this, so I just hold down the button and it sticks to it. It's so good. But the world, the quests, the main storyline is really good. I played the first Witcher and found it incredibly difficult to get into because I didn't find Geralt a particularly likable or interesting character to watch. And the early stages of that game are a real trudge to get through. I played The Witcher through, which I enjoyed The Witcher 2. I enjoyed The Witcher 2 quite a lot. That was a really good game. And it had a lot of stuff going for it. Had a really good story. Had that really interesting thing where there was a particular choice you made that essentially completely changed the middle act of the game. You ended up playing one of two completely different middle parts of the game based on the choice you made. But those games are just nothing compared to The Witcher 3. And I should point out too, if you've never played a Witcher game before, you don't worry about it. Just go into The Witcher 3. You'll get there's bits and pieces here and there that relate back to the earlier games, but you'll get everything you need to enjoy this game in this game. You don't need to have played The Witcher or The Witcher 2. They'll give you some extra little bits, but it's nothing you're missing out on just by getting into this game. And I can vouch for my housemate who played this game thoroughly to death and loved every second of it, and she had never played The Witcher or The Witcher 2. In fact, she asked me if she should, and I sort of said, yeah, but don't expect the same kind of game. And I think that's really important to remember. Oh, it's the same. We've come around a big circle. It's the same abandoned village. Let's go. Oh, we can't go out that way. It's a dead end. This is a very small area compared to the main sort of area the game takes place in. Or I should have actually loaded up a save file that was on Skellige, just to show off some of that amazing Skellige scenery. And like the amazing scenery in this game, I haven't even talked about the visuals. I don't need to. You can just watch this video and see how amazing this game looks. And I'm lucky enough to have a PC that can run it really well, which I suppose is a really good thing. Don't go that way. Yeah, we'll go that way. But the visuals are just so good, and the animation, the horse looks a bit janky there, but you see it from the side, it looks fine. It turns out horses actually look kind of janky when you animate them from the back. Geralt looks good. They early on the game had a few problems, like with bugs and stuff. Yeah, I didn't do anything for that. The game just knows that that's what you need to do, and it jumps across automatically. It's brilliant. You know, and the combat in this game feels really solid and fluid, and once I got the hang of it, it came out alright. Like, probably one of the game's actual bigger weaknesses is the fact that you can very easily get way too overpowered for the enemies, although I know on higher difficulties it's not so much. Oh, we reached none but Devil's Play past. That's really cool. We got kicked out of the game. Didn't realise you could do that. I mean, I did, but I'd never actually had that happen before. That's really funny. Oh, we'll keep going this way. We'll head back into town anyway and wrap this video up. I didn't want to make this a super long video because I really just wanted to talk about The Witcher 3 and how this is, if I have to nominate a 2015 Game of the Year, and I feel like as a respected YouTube personality, yes, I should. And so I did. So that's, yeah, everything about this game. Just like, if you haven't played this game, there's one game this year that you should play. It's this one. You should also play Bloodborne, though, because Bloodborne's really good. Don't get me wrong. Like, if you have a PS4, make sure you get Bloodborne. Because that's a really good game. But The Witcher 3 is easily the best game of the year. And like I say, like what it does in terms of open world design, its quest design, and I haven't even talked about just how much of this game there is. I mean, it took me 100 hours just to beat the game because I kept doing side quests and all this kind of stuff, and because you can really go through the game at your own pace and all that kind of stuff. And I think I talked a little bit in my Shenmue video about how I always look for games that give me that Shenmue feeling of a game where I'm just in this world and exploring it and all that. And all these games that I've talked about that I like the GTA, The Witcher, Skyrim, all that, those are the kind of games that give me that Shenmue feeling. Like the Yakuza series, which I know a lot of people talk about as the sort of spiritual successor to Shenmue, I've never got that out of them. And I like them, don't get me wrong, I really like those games, but they've just never quite given me that feeling that I get sometimes when I play this game or, you know, these other kinds of games. So, but that's just me, and I just think that it's a waste of my time to just nominate a list of games that I like and, you know, put it together and edit a video when all I really want to do is play The Witcher 3. I really do. I'm probably just going to load this up and go forward. You know, I'm going to go through a New Game Plus run. Possibly even in time for what's coming up. The Blood and, is it no Blood and, Blood and Wine? That's what it's called, isn't it? Yeah, I accidentally said it before. The Blood and Wine expansion, which is coming up. I presume early next year. I should know. I paid for the season pass for it, so I should be getting it. But yeah, and that's actually another thing. CD Projekt Red, the post-release support CD Projekt Red have given this game has been phenomenally good. There's been so much new content added for free. Even if you didn't buy the season pass, you get all this crazy stuff. New armor sets, new quests. Whoa, you hit the edge of the world again. Nothing but devils play past you. That's hilarious. And everything. And I haven't even talked about like the voice performances. Geralt's voice actor is really good. Gives a fantastic performance. Yennefer's really good. Triss, really good. Everyone is really good. And everyone plays their characters perfectly. It feels so, like, real when you talk to them and all that. The dialogue, all the dialogue is really good. And especially given that one of The Witcher 2's weaknesses I always thought was a little bit... Its dialogue was a bit too trying to convey this sort of rough and tumble fantasy world that the games are set in. And I think The Witcher 3 succeeds in avoiding that a bit much. Like, I wouldn't say it tones it down so much. It just makes it feel more natural, is what it does. So, we're going to come back around here. I think we go across the river there, and we'll be back in the main village. And that's where we're going to leave this video. I didn't want to make this a very long video. I just wanted to talk about how amazingly good this game is, and why you should all be playing it, if you haven't already. And I know a lot of people have. This is, yeah, game of the year. Not even a contest. Like, the moment I started playing this game, I knew it was going to be game of the year. I didn't even, like, it's weird. Like, it felt so correct and so right. Like, the moment I got this in for the first time, I was like, yep, this is game of the year. This is where it's going to be. So yeah, The Witcher 3, Game of the Year. Not even a contest. Thank you all for watching, and this will be my last video for this year. I'm going to be taking a short break for 2015. I'm going to take a 1 week break, and then I'll be back in the new year with more videos. So thank you all for watching. Thank you for, if you've watched my videos through the year, and judging by my view counts, probably not, but I don't care. I started on this project to make videos myself, and I've managed to do it for pretty much an entire year now. I'm pretty happy with that. I've made over 250 videos at this point, and I intend to keep going. So if you've been along for the ride, thank you. If you haven't, then I hope you can be. Go back, watch my Let's Plays. Watch as I get better and better at it. I feel like I'm getting better at it, especially my video editing. But yeah, and just, you know, so if you're watching this when it goes live, which will be Christmas Eve, have a safe Christmas, Happy New Year, all that good stuff, and I will see you all in the new year. Thank you for watching.